Hi, my name is Robert Jones, originally from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a North Carolina resident right now. I'm a first-year medical student, and I'm heavily interested in family medicine. Well, I grew up in Brevoort Projects in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, at the time one of the more classically dangerous areas of Brooklyn. Violence was everywhere. I used to joke with my friends that there was one week where we got to the end of the week and we hadn't gotten in a fight, and we realized it and we were like, wow, we didn't have any beef today. Drugs, it directly impacted the family, so it was difficult to, you constantly had to think about family, and I think that's one of the main things that I got out of growing up in Brooklyn, finding resources, finding ways to keep everyone together and move everyone along. Facing those challenges it definitely puts you in a place where you're not really afraid of much. You're willing to dive in, sometimes too eagerly, to situations, especially when it comes to tests. I'm here at med school, and I thought that I would be nervous around tests, but I'm finally at a point where I'm not nervous. I just do what I can, and I do what I know. I went to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and I got a double majored, one degree in African American Studies and another in Exercise and Sports Science with a physical therapy focus. Early at UNC, I dropped out of UNC to come home and help family. And while I was out of school, I volunteered at the local hospital under a physical therapist and got really involved in working with him and helping him. And that's why I came back to school and chose a physical therapy major. But it was really the patient contact and the diagnosing and the problem solving I was really in love with. But aside from that, I had also, through my fraternity, been heavily involved in community projects and community service projects, I should say. Particularly health awareness for middle schoolers and things like that. And so, given my interest in science, a lot of the projects that we had to develop, I sort of pushed to have them pushed out to the community in a scientific or body awareness type way. I think that was the first real sort of where the medical desires started to come together. Originally, I just applied just because it was the best. I didn't think I would get in. I was fortunate enough to have many opportunities and scholarship offers and things like that, but I chose UW because of what I perceived to be a very strong belief in me and a support system. The School of Medicine scholarship has been a huge one. That was a great surprise because finances are a big concern for me. My family definitely doesn't have much money. I'm positive I wouldn't be able to stay here without that. I'm hoping to do family medicine. I want to be there and be able to see patients consistently and see them grow up and know about what's going on in their lives and get invited to a soccer game or two, things like that. Another part of the reason why I chose UW was that there's such a breadth of opportunity to learn and see things. But if each of those opportunities that they provide really are focused towards the underserved, and that's sort of the every step of the way in my life, everything I've decided to do, looking back, I've found that it was in some way towards the underserved. So in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I think I'll be doing something in that capacity. Even if it's plastic surgery, I think I'd end up doing plastic surgery for the underserved. So.